Hi, Cambridge sophomores. My name is Ms. McGinnis, and I will be your Global Perspectives teacher, hopefully next year if you take it as a junior. I'll also be an advisor for you in your college application process if you would like some help. And I wanted to share two opportunities with you via video here. The first opportunity is really just a resource for you, and it's this college resources group that you are already a part of on Schoology. So I wanted to show you around and take you on a little tour of, sorry for my OneDrive if you see that, take you on a tour of all the different materials and articles, databases and things that you have access to help you start thinking about your college journey. So you've probably seen the updates come across your screen from different counselors and myself, teachers and librarians. So those updates come on your main Schoology page, but there's this whole other side of the group that you may not know, which is under the Resources tab. So the first piece here is just a link to the Overton Counseling webpage, which is great, when you start asking for transcripts during your senior year. If you want to talk to your counselor, you can see their office hours listed there, and there's a lot of good information about the college process there. I've tried to also take all that information and put it here for you on Schoology. The first folder is for the staff, so you can ignore that. It's things like how to write recommendation letters and some trainings that I've done for my peers. But the first folder for you is about how to find your passion. I think that's a great thing for you guys to be thinking about in your 10th grade year. Plugging into our school, how are you a Bobcat? What extracurriculars are you taking part in? What are your favorite classes? What are you interested in studying in the future? What excites you now is what's going to excite you in the future. So some of these resources are there to help you. This Road Trip Nation is a really great website. You can see interviews with different kids that are also trying to find their passion. This website is a whole set of websites geared toward just different career options. So you can see kind of like Road Trip Nation interviews, but there are also websites about like future pay in certain industries, stuff about the military, just like quizzes you can take to help you find your interest. So this is a big list and some more interviews there. I won't show you every folder here, but the ones that I think suit you guys in your 10th grade year, I'll show you. This folder is dedicated to pre-college programs. Now, if you don't know what a pre-college program is, I suggest you watch, one of these presentation videos. But you can also view this slideshow, and it gives you a short definition at the beginning. And a pre-college program is something that you would apply to for this coming summer, the summer between your sophomore and your junior years, that will give you a college experience early. So things like Governor's School, which you can see linked below, but also most major universities have pre-college programs for high school students, and you can apply as a 10th or an 11th grader. And they are subject specific a lot of times. So you can go to a pre-college program for, STEM, education, for health science, medical field, all of that. So you can decide based on content, or you can decide based on college. So just based on a school that you're interested in. The ones that are listed here are all free, which is great news because none of us can afford like super expensive summer programs. So if you check this slideshow, you can see ones that are free. But if you're interested in a specific school, like I talked to a student this week who said he was interested in Northwestern, they have a whole pre-college program, and it's not free, but there's financial aid. So there are resources for you, and that's why I'm here. So if you have any questions, please send me an email, or if you want to know more about certain pre-college programs, you have like a helper here in me and Ms. Gavigan through this process. So lots of pre-college programs are available to you. Governor's School is nice because the only competitors you have are from Tennessee. It shrinks the pool down because you do have to apply to a pre-college program. So it's, not just like you sign up, it's competitive. So because the Governor's School is just Tennessee students, it's less competitive. You have to have a 3.0, and they are subject specific. So you want to go just for a subject that you're interested in. You have to apply and write a couple essays and things. So that's Governor's School. There's a presentation about that. and some frequently asked questions. I know the counselors today actually, and it's November 10th, they did a workshop about applying to governor's school. So if you're interested in that, contact your counselor or contact me for further information. So that's the pre-college programs folder. This folder is great for you guys to start thinking about different schools that you're interested in applying to in the future. You can take virtual tours already. This obviously has become more important for seniors in this COVID era. They've always had, universities have always had virtual tours, and it's a great thing for you to take advantage of if you don't live near the college that you're interested in. So YouTube has a lot of virtual tours as well, so you can take advantage. This folder I really want to call your attention to because I created all of these resources with old Overton graduates. I created some panels so you can see it recorded on Teams, just like where we have our classes. And I had one of my old students, Ashley, come. She's a student at Yale this year. She's a sophomore. And she brought 3 of her friends. And they talked to us for like an hour and a half about their college experience. So if you're interested in an Ivy League school or Yale specifically, it's great information. But also if you're like, McGinnis, you know what? I just want to go to UT. I just want to go to MTSU. I don't need information to go to Yale University. But there's a lot of good stuff in there about changing your major and deciding what you value as a student and what you want to drive your college application experience. So don't be turned off just by the title on some of these. I had Ardalan, who graduated last year, come and talk just by himself about Vanderbilt. This video is from Jennifer, and she talks about her essay, writing her essay. And this panel is of 3 students, U Arizona student, Lipscomb student, and UT Knoxville student. And this was their freshman year. This was this year. They graduated from Overton last year. And, this panel was also sophomores in college. One student is also at Yale, and the other 2 are at UT Knoxville. So lots of different video options for you to watch if you like that kind of thing. There's also a folder specifically for essay advice, and this was also created by old Overton grads in their videos as well. Okay. This whole folder is about the Common App, which is where most of you will apply, or the resources that you'll apply through. It's one common application that you can use across multiple universities, and that's the kind of thing that we'll talk about kind of when you're a junior and a senior. So it goes by age, in a sense, these resources. So you can kind of stick to the top for now, but, go through on your own time. If you want to go ahead and get started, you can go through this just on your own. How to make a college list, all the schools you want to apply to, some different YouTube channels that I like, how to get financial aid, what the Tennessee Promise is, scholarships, which I know you guys are really probably already stressed about. There is a way to pay for college, so I don't want you to think, I have, I'm undocumented, or, my family makes this, or, there's just no way that I can afford XYZ tuition. The sticker price that you see on all these universities is normally not what you pay. So don't be intimidated just by funds. There's help for you, not just on these resources pages, but just in the process. This folder is about essay advice, COVID-specific questions, which hopefully won't impact you guys, but who knows. Internships and volunteering, you guys could look at this as 10th graders and see early places where you can plug in. HBCUs, which are historically Black colleges and universities. Here's a folder if you are undocumented or have DACA status. And let me know if that applies to you, or let a trusted adult know if that applies to you, because there are some great scholarships. And Melissa Cornejo, who works here at Overton and does the Escalera Club, she has a ton of resources specifically for this barrier, and especially in financing. So let somebody know if that's you. Ivy League folder about how to apply and what makes you competitive for the Ivy League schools. You can also study abroad for your entire 4 years. Go leave the country immediately whenever you graduate if you want to. It's often much less expensive and will give you the opportunity, if you're bilingual, to use your 2nd, 3rd, 4th language and just grow your experience as a global citizen, which I will be happy to hear about as your future global perspectives teacher. But this is the resources page, And that was just like a brief summary. So please investigate these folders. Check out the scholarships folder here, especially this big scholarship document. It has 172 third-party scholarships that are available to you just if you apply. Pay close attention to the local awards because that's like governor school and it makes it less competitive. So that's just one thing. Some of these folders have a ton of information. Like, this is a lot. So spend some quality time. My email address is meredith.mcginnis@mmps.org. And if you would like to set up a conference with me anytime during PLT, please let me know and we can go ahead and start planning your future.